Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown! This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, episode 247 and tonight we come to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to the final SmackDown before the Royal Rumble Premium Live Event. It's going to be another action-packed show as always, folks. Let's waste no further time and get right into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. It's time to find out who's the number one contender for Chad Gable's Intercontinental title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Here comes Mr. Money in the Bank then, folks of SmackDown. Daniel Bryan has arrived. And for the past couple of weeks here on SmackDown, we have done a mini number one contenders tournament to see who will face Chad Gable next week on SmackDown for the Intercontinental Championship. It was 2 weeks ago right here in the Blue Bramble. This man, Mr. Money in the Bank of SmackDown, Daniel Bryan, was able to defeat Andrade, getting his win back from SummerSlam after Andrade defeated Mr. Money in the Bank back on that night. Bryan was able to get his win back. And this man, last week, was able to knock off Braun Breaker, getting his win back against Breaker from Braun's win at Clash of the Castle, live in Glasgow, Scotland. It's the greatest of all time. It's the finals of this mini number one contenders tournament. Winner this takes on Gable next week for the IC gold.
From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
John Cena, bred and born for action. Ready for a big combat here against Daniel Bryan. A dream match. Going to be a great contest to kick us off. Live tonight in Cincinnati, Ohio. Winner of this battle's Gable next week for the Intercontinental Championship. Gable been a hell of a champion. He's held the gold all the way since King of the Ring back on the 27th of April, where he was able to knock off the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne to become the Intercontinental Champion. Can he be able to outlast the winner of this one? Of course, Bryan, Cena and Gable all penciled in for the Royal Rumble match this weekend. Therefore, the title match not taking place at the Rumble. But the title match will take place next week on SmackDown. Winner of this battles the IC champ Gable. It's SmackDown official senior referee Charles Robinson rings the bell. Here we go, folks. Matchup is now officially underway. Who's going to face Gable for the gold? We will find out. Bryan, nice kicks there. Big win for Bryan over Andrade. Big win for Cena over Breaker. Cena only got his second ever win on the SmackDown brand, defeating Braun Breaker. His first win, funnily enough, comes against Andrade. Can he get his third win against Daniel Bryan for there to be a full circle moment, and perhaps his fourth over Chad Gable? Cena and Gable have had 2 matches here in this series. They are one apiece against one another. Can they make it a rubber match and Cena get the opportunity at the Intercontinental title, which he wanted back at Survivor Series, but he was last eliminated by the winner of the Joe Branded Battle Royal, Sami Zayn, who was able to get an opportunity at Raw's United States Championship, which he ended up winning on the Raw following Survivor Series against the megastar LA Knight, and will defend his US title at the Rumble against the Viper Randy Orton this weekend. But Cena with an incredible code red there on Daniel Bryan, back on the offensive and now hits a perfectly beautiful suplex there on D-Bryan. Not beautiful though if your name is Daniel Bryan. Moving out the way, the elbow drop there was Bryan. Big boot there on Cena and a beautiful rolling forearm shot by Daniel Bryan. Bryan now in control against John Cena here and stomping away on the hand and the fingers of the greatest of all time there. First time ever battle here. Who's going to go on to face Chad Gable next week for the IC title? Can't wait to find out. Gable been a hell of a champion. His most recent defense came last week, where he knocked off main event Jey Uso. And Route 2 successfully retained his Intercontinental title once again. Gable has defeated the likes of Pete Dunne, Jeff Hardy, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and most recently Chad Gable as well. Or sorry, not Chad Gable, Jey Uso as well. So 5 successful defences, I believe, for Chad Gable. There may be another one in there. Yes, there is, in fact. Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat matchup. So 6 successful defences for Chad Gable of his Intercontinental title. Could be 7 if he's able to defeat the winner of this contest next week with the SC title on the line. Bryan, nice springboard moonsault from the middle rope. Cena on the outside now, looking to fly. Tope con Hilo by Mr. Money in the Bank of SmackDown, who's been relatively quiet with his Money in the Bank contract since winning it at the namesake PLE back in London earlier on this year at Money in the Bank. But he's not wanting to get in the face of the currently undefeated WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, who will defend his championship at the Rumble against Seth freaking Rollins. The King of the Ring winner gets his shot of the gold against McIntyre at the Rumble. And I can confirm, folks, that'll open up the show live at the Royal Rumble this weekend with a WWE title on the line. But right now it's Cena, it's Bryan, back and forth here. Nice deadlift powerbomb by Cena for the win here. Well, let's do it. 2 count on Bryan and a kick out. Nicely done there by Bryan, able to get out the way of that. John Cena runs in. Nice cross body there on Bryan. Taking a fight to deep right here. Can Cena get his 3rd victory here in this series as part of the SmackDown brand? He has won more matches over on Raw, but ever since coming over to the SmackDown brand following SummerSlam, not been able to win much here on the blue brand. But might change it right here. Cena now, you can't see me. 5 knuckle shuffle on Bryan. Here's the cover now. Cena to get the Intercontinental title match next week. Go around 2 to get a rubber match with Gable and a kick out by Bryan. Bryan able to stay alive, heading over on the ropes, and this is how you'd win the Rumble. This is how you eliminate people. Bryan would have been out if this was the Rumble. Cena sends him over the top rope and lets him dive on the outside there. Waiting for a senton on the floor. Bryan able to move into harm's way and send Cena back into the ring. Bryan top rope now. John Cena right there, waiting in the wings, nice right hand. Bryan able to counter, big shot at the top of the head now, and Daniel Bryan, massive elbow drop right in the head of John Cena. And now Daniel Bryan picking him up to a vertical base here. Nice kick to the chest. Once again, look at Bryan go here. Massive shots to the chest of John Cena. And now Daniel Bryan, massive kick there. Top of the head. Got all of it. Cover for the win here on Cena. Kick out by the greatest of all time. Man, oh man. John Cena again rolling to the outside. Daniel Bryan is perfectly waiting in the wings here. Slingshot crossbody. As I gotta imagine, the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable is watching this from the back or at home, wherever he is at the moment, to see who he'll face next week and defending his Intercontinental Championship. Cena plants Bryan down out of nowhere now. Cena, hey, attitude adjustment, perfectly connecting by Cena. 2 count on Bryan to get the shot kick out. Oh man, out of nowhere there was that attitude adjustment by John Cena, but not enough to put Daniel Bryan away just yet. Incredible action here. Live on SmackDown, a kick is off here this evening. Look at Bryan here, nice shots again. Daniel Bryan now. Massive knee. Right at the head of John Cena. Now Daniel Bryan. Moonsault Cena. From the middle rope. And now Bryan, in the corner. This is not where John Cena wants to be here. Daniel Bryan to get the Intercontinental title shot. Running the out of the corner by Mr. Money in the Bank. Cover on Cena. Scores 2 for the SC title opportunity. Cena get a power out now. And both men go back to square one. Their big signature maneuvers, unable to put down either opponent tonight. It's John Cena, Jawbreaker back to a stance here. Cena off the ropes, 2 big shoulder tackles. Here comes Cena with the 5 moves I don't know to put Bryan away and plants him down. John Cena, second time of the contest now. Says to Bryan, you can't see me. Indeed he can't, his eyes are shut, he could be knocked out. And even more so after that perhaps. 5 knuckle shuffle times 2 by Cena. Turns him round now. Into the STF. STFU by Cena. Cinching it in tight now. Bryan in trouble. Nowhere to go. Center of the ring. Charles Robinson, the official right there. See if Bryan taps or passes out due to the pain. And if he does, John Cena will get an Intercontinental title match next week against champion Chad Gable right here on SmackDown. Bryan in trouble, center of the ring. Can he survive here? Cena's got that cinched in tight, but somehow Bryan escapes. What a war of attrition, and then he kicks it off. Gable going to be loving this wherever he's watching it, to see these two men absolutely tearing each other limb for limb off for the opportunity to battle him for the IC title next week. And whoever it is that wins this contest, you've got to imagine that'll be the toughest challenge of Gable's championship reign thus far, no matter who it is. Mr. Money in the Bank, a potential future world champion in Daniel Bryan, and one of, if not the greatest to ever do it, and John Cena. Diving headbutt from the top by Bryan, scoring a very close two-count on Cena, who just narrowly able to get his shoulder off the canvas just in the nick of time there. Bryan out of the corner, moonsault, no, Cena able to move out of the way, able to get to his feet on that one. Bryan not happy, Cena runs in, crossbody once again. Cena loving that crossbody tonight. Bryan finds himself into the corner. John Cena now going to take advantage on Daniel Bryan, sets him up on the tippy top rope. Can John Cena take advantage here? Middle rope, oh my god, oh look at that German suplex from the middle rope by Cena. The crew chatting, this is awesome. Indeed it is. The cover, Cena for the one for the IC title match. Kick out by Bryan. Mr. Money in the Bank stays in it. Cena not happy, and an elbow drop missing the lock there. Bryan able to survive, stay in this one. And now Bryan into the yes lock, no lock, lapel lock, whatever the hell you want to call it, is damn sure effective, and it's cinched in center of the ring. Nowhere for Cena to go. Will he tap out or pass out due to the pain here? If he does, Daniel Bryan will get the Intercontinental title match against Chad Gable next week on SmackDown. Charles Robinson, your SmackDown official right there, to see if Cena will submit here. Will he do it? Will Bryan get the opportunity? Cena is seething in pain. He is in agony here in the center of the ring, in the squared circle, live in Cincinnati tonight. And John Cena somehow get a fade out kick to the midsection on Bryan. And oh look at this, Cena out of nowhere. Where the hell did he pull this from? Attitude adjustment by Cena. But he took a lot of himself in the process. One arm draped over Daniel Bryan cover. 2 counts. Cena for the title match, and Bryan kicks out again. What a match to kick us off tonight on SmackDown from Cincinnati. These two men are putting on a show tonight for the opportunity of a lifetime to battle Chad Gable next week for the Intercontinental title. Cena, each and every time, comes up short with that elbow drop as Bryan connects out of the corner with a massive forearm strike. Picking up John Cena now on the right hand connects. No, right hand this time from John Cena now connecting. And now Cena battling back. Bryan with the knee to the midsection. Bryan with a shot. Daniel Bryan picking up John Cena now. Look at the strength here with Bryan. Beautiful set out powerbomb on Cena. Cover. 2 count for the Intercontinental title. Shot kicking again by Cena. Cena trying to roll out to get a breather, but Bryan not going to let him do it. But now he roll out once again. Bryan slingshot, went for a splash on the outside. Cena able to move out the way. And Cena now going to send them back into the ring to get the Intercontinental title shot against Bryan. Top rope goes Cena. Bryan now getting to a vertical base on wobbly foundation here. John Cena, unbelievable! With a leg drop to Bryan, the cover, the 2 count, not a kick out. John Cena is truly showing the best side of him here tonight. Daniel Bryan is getting absolutely pummeled tonight in the ring. Cena for the Intercontinental title shot next week on SmackDown. From the top of the avalanche. 5 knuckles shuffle. Shoulders down on Bryan. Will this be it? 2 count kick out again. Somehow Bryan survives and rolls out to the apron and try and catch a breather. But Cena got to keep his foot in the gas pedal. Don't let Bryan get a breather at all on this one. Bryan, slingboard, slingshots back and catch them with a kick. Turns him round. And yet another submission hold on John Cena. Oh, Cena doesn't know where he is here. Look at this. Bryan, the Romero special, dead center of the ring here on John Cena. Look at this, stretching out Cena now. And it puts him back. And now this time, right on the Dragon Sleeper. Cena may tap out once again here. Can Bryan get the Intercontinental title shot? Charles Robinson right there. Cena in trouble. Desperately tied up here. There's no way out for John Cena, it seems. Speaking of no way out, that'll be our next PLE following the Rumble, where 2 Elimination Chamber matches will take place. But right now, Cena able to fight his way out of Bryan as this one rolls on live on SmackDown. My days, we're back live here in the blue brand from Cincinnati. Cena for the win here to get a shot at Gable for the IC title. A kick out by Daniel Bryan off of the jackknife pin there. Can't get the win just yet. Daniel Bryan, look at this incredible combination offense on John Cena. Really laying in on John now. We saw this earlier from Daniel Bryan, just going to stomp away on Cena. Is Chad Gable going to be loving every second of this war tonight? As the way he sees it, the winner of this is only fighting so hard just to lose to Gable for the IC title. But Bryan in the corner for the win and for the title shot, the running knee for the second title of the match. The cover by Bryan for the gold. Scores 2. Daniel Bryan wins it. Bryan's the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. John Cena back once again to losing, only having 2 wins here, a part of the SmackDown brand against Andrade and Braun Breaker. They're 2 very impressive wins to say the least. But it would have been even more impressive knocking off Mr. Money in the Bank. But Bryan able to get the win, and Bryan now on the verge of potentially becoming the next Intercontinental Champion and maybe even become a double champion here in this series, because he could cash in that Money in the Bank contract anytime he wanted. He just hasn't, since the champion thus far is undefeated. And that's a smart strategy from Daniel Bryan, to say the least. But congratulations to Bryan. He is now the #1 contender for the IC title. And now it's official for next week. Bryan versus Gable for the IC Championship right here next week on SmackDown. What a way to kick us off live in the blue brand tonight from Cincinnati. As what a way it's going to be to end it. It's SmackDown GM Ted Long is, of course, booked a tag team match player as Royal Rumble opponents in the WWE title match. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre are going to be forced to coexist as they take on Adam Cole and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era later on tonight. And the main event, but coming up next, a massive matchup here in the blue brand. At the prize fighter, Kevin Owens battles the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. The winner is in the Royal Rumble matchup. The loser is not. Going to be a fun one right here live on SmackDown from Cincinnati, Ohio. Not only is the winner in the Rumble and the loser's not, but the winner will be a part of the Rumble matchup, and they will be the number 25 entrant. That is a good number to be in. They could win the entire thing from that number.
Contest is scheduled for 1 fall, making his way to the ring from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Owens versus Sheamus coming up next. Winners in the Rumble at number 25. Loser not in the Rumble at all. Let's see how this one goes down. It's next. We're back live tonight on SmackDown. There you see the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Last time we saw him was in an episode of WWE Dark where he was able to defeat the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. And Jeff will be in action in your next contest tonight, taking on one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions Bobby Fish, ahead of the Tag Team title matchup that the Hardys were able to earn last week, and they return to SmackDown as a team together. Matt Hardy been traded over from Raw to SmackDown to team with his brother to try and help the Undisputed Era for the tag goal. That's going down to the Rumble. Jeff and Fish in a singles matchup to get us ready for that contest next. But coming up right now, it's Kevin Owens at Sheamus as Charles Robinson rings the bell. Matchup is underway. Winner will be a part of the Rumble matchup this weekend, being the number 25 entrant. The loser will not be in the Rumble match at all. Let's see who gets that opportunity. Kevin Owens, big massive DDT on Sheamus here. And missing a senton, that may cost him. One crucial mistake against a veteran like Sheamus may allow Sheamus to get a massive win and be number 25 in the Royal Rumble matchup. Sheamus was in the Rumble last year. He entered number 11 before being eliminated, I believe, by John Cena. It was either Cena or Drew McIntyre able to knock out Sheamus, but I know Drew got a hell of a lot of eliminations in that match. It could have been Drew McIntyre who got Sheamus out in that one. Owens, however, was not in the Rumble match last year. He was a part of the first ever matchup of this series, in fact. And a fatal 4-way elimination match to crown the first ever Universal Champion. Owens was the first man eliminated from that matchup, which also included Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, and the man who went on to win the thing and become the inaugural Universal Champion, which is now the WWE Championship, AJ Styles. But Owens, since this year, he's not going to be a part of a championship matchup at the Rumble this year. He wants to be a part of the Rumble and he wants to be number 25. The winner of this one will be 25. The loser won't be in it at all. Massive stakes tonight on SmackDown from Cincinnati. Sheamus came off the top with a massive shoulder tackle, and now a massive powerbomb off the deadlift. Sheamus in control here live on SmackDown. Still moving it away is Kevin Owens. Big boot by KO. Off the ropes now is Owens. Massive splash there, connecting on the Celtic Warrior. Off the ropes, looking to do it again. And he'll connect. Second time getting it done. There is Kevin Owens. Sheamus back to a vertical base. There's Owens now. Look at the strength of KO. Sheamus is a massive man to be picking up like that. Missed the senton again, but did connect with that fall away slam. But now it's Sheamus. Oh, Sheamus going to one-up him here. Anything you can do, I can do better mentality from the Celtic Warrior, who hits a fall-away slam of his own and it rains down heavily at the rock bench now. Ground and pound on KO right in the mat here. Stomping away on Owens, but Owens now able to counter it. Kevin Owens with a dragon screw leg whip on Shamo. Begging the Celtic Warrior up the vertical base. Here comes Owens. Look at the strength here. We've seen this before from KO. We'll see it again. Sheamus keeps repeatedly getting to his feet, and Owens finally connected with a senton. He's been looking for that majority of the matchup, but all that for that. Sheamus kicks out immediately before the official Charles Robinson can even get his hand on the mat for the 1 count. Sheamus now going to send Owens into the corner and a massive European uppercut with a Belfast brawler, Sheamus. Or the Dublin brawler. He ain't from Belfast, he's from Dublin, Ireland. He's a real man, but he is a damn brawler, I'll tell you. Cover from Sheamus, one of the hardest hitters in the WWE. Looking to put Owens away, kicked out by KO, however. As Sheamus wants to be a part of the Rumble, wants to be number 25. Was in it last year, Owens was not, wants to be in it this year. Great number to be in, number 25, of course. SmackDown will get the number 30 spot in the Rumble, whether it's a current roster member, whether it's someone debuting, someone returning. Regardless, they will be a part of SmackDown following the fact, because the number 30 participant will be a SmackDown superstar after SmackDown won Survivor Series and earned that opportunity of having the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble match for the men's side. Of course, for the women's side, the Royal Rumble matchup, Bayley will be number 30 in that contest as she won a Gauntlet Eliminator match back at Evolution Premium Live event, getting that opportunity in that contest. Last eliminating Io Sky, and she eliminated Naomi in that matchup as well to be the number 30 spot and the Women's Royal Rumble. And it's Kevin Owens now. Pop-up powerbomb to get number 25 in the Men's Rumble. 2 count on Sheamus and a kick out. Sheamus kicking out at 2 there. Very close 2 count. And Owens now, wait for the cannonball sent off from the bottom rope. But the Celtic Warrior able to move out of harm's way from that one. And now Sheamus, look at the crimson mask of the Celtic Warrior as he lays out Kevin Owens. Irish cross backbreaker times 3 on KO now on the mat. And now it's Sheamus on fire. Beating at the chest off the rope. Boom kick, that could do it. KO might not have any life left. Cover Sheamus to be number 25 in the Rumble when Owens kicks out. And Sheamus is pissed, but Charles Robinson with a very fair count there. Kevin Owens able to stay alive, and Sheamus missing the knee there. Kevin Owens, knife, edge, chop, nice kick, and a stunner! And now Owens to be number 25 in the Men's Rumble. Cover, 2 count. No, it was Sheamus kicking out. My lord, both these men will not stay down. Incredible fight tonight on SmackDown. Who's going to be in the Rumble at number 25? Who's going to miss out their chance of being in the Rumble? Gonna have to wait and see, but now it's Kevin Owens and Sheamus perched up, tippy top. Look at Owens here, fireman's carry, and rolls through from the middle rope on Sheamus. Back into a pinning predicament with the crowd chant. That's as awesome indeed it is. They are not wrong live in Cincinnati. As Sheamus gonna power it again at 2 as this matchup rolls on SmackDown tonight. We're back live on the blue brand as Sheamus takes the fight to Kevin Owens here tonight. Look at that incredible comeback from the Celtic Warrior. He's trying to head a second gear in this contest, trying to get back to winning ways as Sheamus and wants to be number 25 in the Rumble. Going to go on at WrestleMania main event that show with a championship on the line. There's nothing Sheamus would want more than a take down Drew McIntyre. A man he knows very well, and to be the first man in history to defeat him. That's if someone else doesn't do it before him. maybe Seth Rollins in the Rumble this weekend, or maybe anyone else. After the fact, but Sheamus Avalanche wait noise for number 25, and Owens kicks out again. Sheamus is pissed off, man. They just can't seem to get the job done here tonight against Kevin Owens. Stomping away now on the prize fighter. Owens back to a vertical base, runs in, DDT on Sheamus. Kevin Owens now. Big overhand shot, kick now by Owens. Look at KO here, package, slam on Sheamus. He ain't done just yet. Owens at the top for number 25 in the Rumble. Frog splash, cover. Owens for the win, leg hook, shoulders down. 2 down on Sheamus, kick out again. Oh, how the hell is Sheamus kick out? Very powerful kick out of that. And now a big cannonball sent off the bottom rope by KO. Taking the wind out of the sails of the Celtic Warrior there. Knee-face chop blocked by Sheamus. Sheamus now looking to put Kevin Owens away to be number 25 in the Men's Rumble. To make sure Owens misses out on 2 Rumbles in a row. High cross by Sheamus. 2 count for the win. No, it's a kick out again by Owens. And Sheamus is raging. He has no idea what the hell to do now. Heading up to the top. Here goes Sheamus. To put Owens in his rear view mirror. And ahead to the Rumble. Diving up the top. Covers him once again. Leg hook, shoulder down on KO. 2 count for number 25. And again Owens. Powerfully kicking out again. Man, oh man. When we talk about Sheamus having his history with Drew McIntyre, let's talk about Owens having his history with McIntyre. Owens was the last man that Drew defeated to retain his Intercontinental Championship back at Bad Blood Premium Live event before Drew gave it up, vacated the gold to get an opportunity at the WWE title in the main event of SummerSlam, which of course he ended up winning, and the rest is history. But Owens right there with a tope con hilo off the top, taking out Sheamus. Owens would not love nothing more than for Drew to still be the champion going into WrestleMania and to defeat McIntyre on that night in the main event. Become the WWE champion and avenge his loss with the IC title on the line back at Bad Blood earlier on in the series. But Owens couldn't get the win right now to get into the Rumble just yet. Is Sheamus able to fire back and kick out of all of Owens' best shots? He might have to throw the kitchen sink at him for him to get the win. But right now, it's Kevin Owens in trouble. White noise by Sheamus. We saw the Avalanche one earlier. We'll see this one this time. Cover by Sheamus to be number 25. Owens with his hand on the bottom rope. Oh my. And Sheamus is pissed off and he knocks down the referee, Charles Robinson. And now Owens, big shot in the midsection, back to his feet, referee down, but a stunner by Owens, 10-2 in the matchup. Ref down, the Owens covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a kick out. He would have beat him twice, would Owens. But the referee is down. Owens is pissed. Sheamus to his feet, bro kick. Referee still down though, but now Sheamus covers Owens. 1, would have been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, Owens kicks out. Sheamus would have beaten Owens twice. Owens would have beaten Sheamus twice. Now ref back to his feet. Owens rolls through. Sheamus shot blocked by KO. Kick. Starter number 3. Owens to go in the Rumble. To be number 25. Cover. 2 count. He got him. What a match. Wowee. Kevin Owens gonna be entering the Royal Rumble matchup now, folks. At entrant number 25. Sheamus losing out in this one. Will not be a part of the Rumble this year. Unlucky for Sheamus, but an incredible fight nonetheless. An incredible match. And an incredible win for Kevin Owens, who we now know is going to be number 25 in the Royal Rumble match. And he could be a favourite to win the entire thing. A great number behind him is Owens. Number 25. Can't wait for Owens to show out and show up in the Rumble this year, folks. This weekend, gonna be an awesome matchup, gonna be an awesome show, and I cannot wait. What an awesome show in there for both these superstars. Owens, though, victorious here tonight, but we alluded to it earlier. Coming up next, live on SmackDown. Something's fishy about this one. That's Bobby Fish. He goes one-on-one with Jeff Hardy. ahead of the tag title match of the Rumble this weekend. Big matchup coming your way next live on SmackDown, as though you see the Hardys making their way to the ring. They returned, they reunited last week live on the Blue brand. Now a part of SmackDown, and they are the number one contenders now for the WWE Tag Team titles after last week getting a victory over Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson of the OC. But right now, tonight, it's Jeff Hardy in singles competition taking on one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era. And speaking of the Undisputed Era, it will be in the main event later on tonight where Adam Cole, the leader of the UE, fresh off a victory this past week on WWE Dark against the big strong boy Tyler Bate, teams up with Roderick Strong to take on Royal Rumble opponents Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre ahead of the WWE Championship match. But here come the WWE Tag Team Champions.
Accompanied by Kyle O'Reilly from Saratoga Springs, New York, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Bobby Fischer.
Fish and O'Reilly then making their way to the ring sporting different coloured gear tonight. Very interesting. Maybe missed the memo and Fish thought they were both wearing red, but O'Reilly rocking the green tonight. But nonetheless, it's just Bobby Fish in action tonight, ahead of the tag title match this weekend at the Rumble, where they once again will defend the tag team gold. Fish and O'Reilly have had some incredible defences of the tag titles, beating pretty much every team here on the SmackDown roster. And now the Hardys, a new team on the SmackDown roster, are brought over to try and dethrone the tag champs who have beaten everybody else. They beat Kurt Angle and Chad Gable back when they were a team. They beat the Usos. They beat Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. They beat Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. They beat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. 5 successful defenses for Fish and O'Reilly of their tag title reign thus far, here as part of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the WWE Tag Team Champions of the Blue brand. They won the gold back at the Royal Rumble by defeating Jon Moxley and the number one contender, the King of the Ring winner, Seth freaking Rollins. Of course, he wasn't the King of the Ring winner back then, but he was one half the Tag Team Champions. He got pinned in that tag title match by Bobby Fish to take the tag titles to the Undisputed Era. And of course, Bobby Fish pinned Seth Rollins in that tag title match. It was on the SmackDown before that Kyle O'Reilly pinned Seth freaking Rollins as well. And Adam Cole getting a pinfall win over Rollins at Night of Champions back in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Rollins wants to right his wrong and get a win back over Cole in the main event tag match tonight with Roderick Strong leading him on. But he's of course going to be in there with his Royal Rumble opponent, Drew McIntyre. Will they work well together? Will they coexist? We find out in the tag team match play set up by SmackDown GM Teddy Long. But this matchup tonight, penultimate contest underway. Bobby Fish and Jeff Hardy is underway tonight as Charles Robinson oversees the action. Look at this here from Bobby Fish. The Gorilla Press into the double knees and a tope suicida, wasting no time as Bobby Fish takes flight, taking out the charismatic Enigma at ringside. Hardy's last singles matchup saw him lose to the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who we just saw momentarily losing to Kevin Owens in a Royal Rumble qualifying match. Owens getting the win. He will be number 25 now in the Rumble. Sheamus missing out, as Jeff Hardy will be a part of the Rumble PLE, not going to be in the Rumble match. Of course, Jeff entered number 2 last year in the Royal Rumble, starting off with Johnny Gargano. Had a pretty decent performance for, I believe, being eliminated by John Cena. Matt Hardy entered number 9 in the Rumble last year, but of course neither Hardys will be a part of the Rumble match this year, but they will be part of the tag match as Jeff Hardy just took out Bobby Fish's tag partner O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly taking out a ringside. Right there by Jeff Hardy with a slingshot crossbody. O'Reilly not happy, and Bobby Fish going to take advantage, take control, taking out Jeff Hardy now right up in the face of Matt Hardy, who's looking on as Jeff just drop kicked Bobby Fish face first out of the middle turnbuckle. And now Jeff Hardy getting the crowd all hyped up here in Cincinnati in your penultimate matchup of the evening, live tonight on SmackDown. The final proceedings before we get to the Rumble this weekend in Indianapolis. Going to be a hell of an event, a hell of a weekend with NXT TakeOver Deadline taking place the night before as well. You don't want to miss a second of the action this weekend on KO Production. Hurricane run off the top from the Avalanche style by Hardy, and it's a kick out by Bobby Fish. And look at that standing shooting star by Jeff, and you're going to imagine if Jeff is able to knock off Fish tonight. Will that be a good thing for the Undisputed Era? Will it be a good thing for the Hardys heading into the tag title match? It will build them some incredible momentum. But right now, Jeff gets caught by Bobby Fish as O'Reilly was distracting Hardy. But Jeff now going to knock Bobby Fish off the apron. And now Hardy looking to fly, do what he does best. Robust tested with a tope con helo there by Jeff. My lord, look at Jeff Hardy taking out King O'Reilly now. Nicely done by Jeff as he's working over O'Reilly, but Bobby Fish not happy as they get right up in that timekeeper's area. Bobby Fish now sending Jeff into the barricade. We've got to watch that we don't get a count out here for either of these superstars as Bobby Fish hangs him out to dry on the barricade. My lord, like putting a washing out. Bobby Fish now count of 7 back in the ring for the count out win. Jeff comes back in. Jeff kicked in the midsection. Twist off face, stunner on Fish. Jeff for the victory here. Leg is hooked, shoulders down on Bobby. Swerving 2. No, not enough just yet. Bobby Fish stayed in this one thus far. And a standing shooting star press from Jeff Hardy. Another one finds its mark now as the charismatic Enigma. And a third one. Third time that shot from Jeff. Stops through John. Bobby Fish though runs in. Massive forearm there on Jeff Hardy. Middle rope. Jeff getting to a vertical base now. Once again. Oh, that's in the crossbody there. Jeff Hardy looking to take advantage. No. Counter by Fish. Nice kicks. Nice strikes by Bobby Fish. One of the best strikers in the world as he takes it by Jeff Hardy. Big spinning kick there by Fish for the win here. Kick out that one by Jeff. Unreal. My lord. And Bobby Fish not happy with the way Matt Hardy's looking at ringside. He's bald. He shouldn't be bald. As right now Bobby Fish jumps out to take his attention and Matt Hardy. Look at this from Bobby here on the outside as he boots him after hanging him out to dry on the barricade. Bobby Fish admires his handiwork, but there's Jeff Hardy with a slingshot crossbody. Caught him in the back there. Caught Bobby Fish on the back. Hitting hard now. They're going to send Fish back into the ring here. Jeff Hardy, springboard, frog splash to the lower back of one half of the tag champs. Rolls him over now, shooting the half, open the leg, shoulders down for the win here. Ahead of the tag title match of the Rumble and a kick out by Fish. We're back live on SmackDown as this one rolls on. Your penultimate matchup tonight on SmackDown. Fish rolls through, and a submission he calls this the Fish hook the locks. The knee bar locked in on Jeff Hardy. Nowhere for Jeff to go. Hartman on the inside of the ring here. Well, they tap out here. Will Fish get the win ahead of the tag title match of the Rumble with Jeff. Able to kick his way free. Able to stay alive there. It's Jeff Hardy now. Collar and elbow turns and then rolling out power bombs. Face first goes Fish heading hard. Jeff now heading up high. He loves going high, I'll tell ya. Jeff, top rope, swan, top bomb on one half of the tag champs. Cover will this be it. Leg hook, shoulders down, scores 2 to build some incredible momentum and Fish kicks out again as this one continues. Oh man, what a matchup. It's Bobby Fish now trying to hit a flurry of offense now, trying to hit a second gear in this contest as down goes the charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy now. Bobby Fish back to his feet, Irish whip sends Jeff into the corner. Watch Bobby Fish now. What's he going to mount here? We've seen this before from Bobby Fish, a very underrated performer of the Undisputed Era. Taking flight here. Fish now, beautifully executed there. Beautiful explorer off that top crouch chant. This is awesome indeed it is. Will it be over? No, it won't. Jeff able to get that shoulder up at 2 once again. As these two are putting on a clinic tonight. Ahead of the tag title matchup of the Rumble. Jeff Hardy able to get out of the corner. Big kick now. And here comes Jeff. Atomic drop. Uh-oh, got him here. The leg drop right in that section. Rolls through and a drop kick now is Jeff Hardy. Is finding his groove now in this one. Picks up Bobby Fish. Kick to midsection. Twist. Oh, fake. For the win to build momentum in a tag title match of the Rumble. 2 count there. No, a kick out by Bobby Fish. Oh man, what a battle tonight. Live on SmackDown. Jeff Hardy, Bobby Fish, putting on a show. Jeff now wait for the slingshot crossbody. Fish able to move out the way of it once more. And it was Bobby Fish going to send Jeff back into the ring. Fish looking to put him away, heading up to the top rope. Jeff Hardy right there though. Oh, but Jeff going to try and stop in his tracks. Bobby Fish going to stop him from stopping him. And now look at that! Double axe handle up the top. Fish looking to put him away now. The build momentum as the tag champs to stand tall ahead of the title match of the Rumble. Fish hooked the locks was locked in. But the rope saving Jeff Hardy there, and Fish is pissed. Stomping away at him now, but Jeff to his feet. What's Jeff now? Nice hurricane run, and down goes Bobby. Bobby heading hard. Jeff Hardy now. Massive kick to the back of Bobby Fish. And now whisper in the wind to a grounded Fish. He watches Kyle O'Reilly. Jeff up to the top to put away one of the tag champs out of the tag title match of the Rumble this weekend. And there's the second Swan Ton Bomb covered by Jeff, scoring 2 and the win from Hardy. Jeff Hardy builds momentum for him and his brother Matt out of the tag title showdown at the Rumble with the tag titles of SmackDown on the line. Can the Hardy Boys finally be the team to knock off the Undisputed Era, who have beaten each and every other tag team here on the SmackDown brand thus far here on SmackDown and this series? Congratulations to Jeff. Will that be the scene we'll see at the Rumble this weekend? If it is, it'll be a little different, as Jeff and Matt will be holding the WWE Tag Team Championships as the new champions of the Blue brand. Congratulations to Jeff. A hell of a matchup, a hell of a win. Here tonight, live in your penultimate contest of the evening, live on SmackDown tonight, as we are not done yet by a long shot, because we just saw Undisputed Era in action there. We'll see more of the Undisputed Era, in action here, It's coming up next. Adam Cole, the leader, and Roderick Strong, the protege, battle WWE Champion Drew McIntyre and King of the Ring winner Seth freaking Rollins. It's your main event live on SmackDown tonight. Champion and challenger for the Rumble take on the UE next on SmackDown from Cincinnati, Ohio. We just saw Fish unsuccessful against Jeff Hardy with Kyle O'Reilly in his corner, while Cole and Strong be successful against WWE Champ and Championship Challenger come the Rumble this weekend. We find out right here, right now.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 400 pounds.
Adam Cole then this past week on WWE Dark, able to build momentum, picking up a victory over the big strong boy, Tyler Bate. Roderick Strong has not got a lot of victories here in this series. He has won against Tyler Bate in the past, but I believe that's his only victory of this series. Can Adam Cole guide him to victory tonight and your main event of the evening? But they have their work cut out for them. Cole, of course, we mentioned before, has defeated Seth Rollins in singles competition. In fact, the only member of the Undisputed Era that Seth Rollins has defeated is Roderick Strong. Every other member of the Undisputed Era, Rollins has not been able to defeat. I mean, in singles competition, at least he lost to Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, and in a tag team match, Fish getting a pinfall to secure the tag titles for the UE at SummerSlam in the match with Jon Moxley teaming with Seth. Of course, Moxley now a part of the Monday Night Raw brand, not really done much over there since joining the Red brand. But tonight, Seth clearly has. Since Moxley left, of course, he is the king of the ring, and he's getting the title match of the Rumble this weekend against the undefeated WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. But can Adam Cole and Roderick Strong hinder the championship matchup, hinder the confidence of both undefeated champ Drew McIntyre and the King of the Ring, number one contender, Seth freaking Rollins? Of course, Cole and Strong are more used to teaming up with each other than Rollins and McIntyre are. Rollins and McIntyre never teamed before in the history of the WWE. They will tonight. Can they coexist? The champion and challenger team up to take on the Undisputed Era right here, right now in your main event in Cincinnati on SmackDown. As here comes the Scottish Warrior, your current reigning and defending WWE Champion, the undefeated Drew McIntyre.
And their opponents, first from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
There you see the champ then. Well, his undefeated streak still be intact tonight and at the Rumble. Time will tell, folks, as this is going to be a very interesting tag team main event to say the least. Live on the Blue Brand. It comes your way right here, right now, next in Cincinnati, folks. Don't go anywhere. And here comes McIntyre's teammate for tonight, for his opponent this weekend, the King of the Ring, the inaugural King of the Ring, in fact, Seth freaking Rollins. As the crowd in Cincinnati tonight showing their love and appreciation for the visionary, singing his song, singing him to the ring. He's got a sold-out choir on hand tonight, as he always does. Rollins in the King of the Ring tournament in the first round, able to defeat John Cena. Round 2, defeating Braun Breaker. Semi-finals, beating Finn Balor. And the finals, defeating the phenomenal AJ Styles. That earned him the shot of the Rumble for the WWE Championship against McIntyre. But tonight, it's different circumstances. They team up. Can they coexist? We find out right here. Right now, as Drew wants to start off against Roderick Strong. Charles Robinson, senior official and SmackDown referee, rings the bell. Here we go. Your main event of SmackDown is underway. The final SmackDown matchup that we will see on the Blue Brand on an episode of SmackDown before the Rumble. Of course, we're going to see a dark match tomorrow night for the SmackDown brand. Going to be a fun one tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one this weekend. Deadline followed by the Rumble. Now look at McIntyre, overhead belt a belly on Roddy Strong, and just knocking Seth off the apron there. Drew McIntyre's in it for himself. You can see he's clearly selfish tonight, but a big boot tag made. Here comes the leader of the UE. Adam Cole is Drew right in with a running neck breaker on Cole. Drew and Cole now the legal participants in this contest, never faced off with these two men. But Adam Cole would love the opportunity to knock off Drew McIntyre here in this one. And look at Drew, big kick caught by Adam Cole. Cole now grabbing Drew McIntyre, sends him in the corner. That's a forearm on the WWE champ is Cole. Hits it with a massive knee straight now. Now Adam Cole, massive kick. Of course, Cole and Roddy Strong both going to be a part of the Royal Rumble matchup this weekend. What a win it be for either of those men. They get an opportunity in the main event. WrestleMania against either maybe Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins, or maybe someone else who wins the title on the road to WrestleMania. Is that road to WrestleMania coming incredibly close here in this series? Is McIntyre able to knock down Adam Cole? And in the corner with Rollins reluctantly making an attack to Seth. I'm surprised he did, but he took a lot of time to do so. It's Seth Rollins now looking to fly here and take out the leader of the Undisputed Era, which he does. Tope con Hilo over the top rope by Rollins, taking out Adam Cole. Can Rollins get his win back on Cole, even if it's in a tag team matchup? Of course, Adam Cole beat Rollins at Night of Champions back in Saudi Arabia and the Kingdom of Saudi. Back earlier this series, I believe back in March it was. But Rollins now, we're live in August. He's now the number one contender for the WWE title. He battles his tag partner tonight, Drew McIntyre, in the first matchup of the Rumble this weekend. That will open the show, as of course closing the show will be the 30-man affair Royal Rumble matchup. The Women's Rumble also going down that night as well. US title on the line, World title on the line of Raw, Women's World title as well as the WWE Tag Team titles of SmackDown, as the Hardys and Undisputed Era go at it, which previously was mentioned in our previous contest here tonight. But tag mate, here comes Roddy Strong, double team offense now from the Undisputed Era. It's Roddy. It's legal against Rollins now. Butterfly in the arms now, and down goes Seth freaking Rollins in a heat. Cover now. Hook in the leg of Seth. Leg hook, shoulders down. Well, let's be it. Here Rollins able to pull out at one. Rollins winning the King of the Ring tournament. He's getting the opportunity at the Rumble for the WWE title against McIntyre. Much like Seth is getting his shot. Kairi Sane, the inaugural Queen of the Ring winner. As she is the Queen of the Ring over on the Monday Night Raw brand, she will be getting her shot at Women's World Champion Alexa Bliss from the Red brand at the Royal Rumble. We'll see if both Queen and King of the Ring winners can get the championships at the Rumble. It's Rollins right now hitting the pedigree on Roddy as Cole breaks it up as this one continues in your main events. Back live on SmackDown. Cole knocked off the apron, but Roddy looks to take advantage of the distraction. Schoolboy on Rollins for the win here, and a kick out by Seth. And Roddy Strong bicycle boot there, man. Unreal scenes. It's like I said now, the Sling Blade. That's a Sling Blade tag made. In comes Drew McIntyre. McIntyre back in against Roderick Strong. We're back down to the original two men that started off this affair tonight. And this tag team match is Roddy gonna knock Rollins off the apron, and Roddy Strong looking to fly in the top base to Cena on the WWE Champion. Roddy and Drew have collided in the past here in this series. Back when Drew was the Intercontinental Champion, Drew defending the title against Roddy Strong on an episode of SmackDown where Roddy unable to get the win. Of course, McIntyre undefeated in singles competition. In fact, it's very interesting that the only time McIntyre, or the only two times McIntyre has lost, hold on, Roddy might beat him right here. 2 count off the gutbuster kick combination, kick out by Drew, but the only 2 times McIntyre has lost, one of which in a tag team match, losing the Roman Reigns and Finn Balor with a team with Chad Gable on the SmackDown before Clash of the Castle PLE, as Adam Cole is legal in this matchup now. That was the most recent time McIntyre lost, but of course was not pinned or submitted to lose in that match. Roman Reigns pinning Chad Gable in that tag match that night. Is right now Rollins desperately wanting a tag. Oh, McIntyre's Cole knocks him off the apron. The other time, and the first time that McIntyre lost in this series. Glasgow kiss the Cole. Hold that thought. Roddy knocked off the apron. McIntyre put Adam Cole away right here. Hold that thought. I might not get my chance to say it. Because there's the Claymore on Adam Cole. Cover on Cole. Leg hook shoulders down here as Rollins gets to his feet. Adam Cole kicks out. Now can I say it? Jesus Christ, guys. Stop having such a good match so I can do my job. Rollins tagged in. For the first time, Drew McIntyre lost a matchup here in this series, of course, without being pinned or submitted. It was in a fatal 4-way match, which included Kevin Owens, Seth freaking Rollins, and Adam Cole, baby, which Cole was able to win by pinning Seth Rollins. That is very interesting to say the least, as Cole lays out McIntyre with a DDT. There's Rollins on the outside. Cole looking to fly now with a beautiful slingshot crossbody on the outside of the ring. Taking the fight to Seth Rollins and going to take him back into the ring. He had a super kick and German suplex combination as well. At least they call it Florida Keys on Seth Rollins. That was able to connect, sends him into the corner on the move. That one against Tyler Bate, I believe. This past week on Dark, I believe it might have been the last shot, but a move that done well against Bate. Panama City Sunrise into the corner. Scores 2 on Seth and a near fall. Rollins kicks out. Cole would have loved to pin the shoulders on the mat of Seth Rollins for the second time this series, but not just yet. Rollins able to stay alive. This one rolls on. Roddy tagged back in, missing the elbow drop, slapping the face of Seth. Seth able to fight back. Nice kick to the midsection of Roddy. Off the ropes now. Rollins with a stomp on Strong. Cover now. Leg hook, shoulders down as Adam Cole makes the save. Oh, tremendous action tonight. Thus far on SmackDown, we're going to see some tremendous action this weekend from NXT TakeOver Deadline and, of course, from the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Right now, Rollins, top rope, Phoenix Splash on Roddy. Cover, leg hook, shoulder down to put this one to bed. Scores 2. Roddy Strong somehow kicking out. But we're also going to see some tremendous action next week on SmackDown, as we know that Daniel Bryan will be challenging Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship after he won the number 1 contenders mini tournament after defeating Andrade 2 weeks ago and John Cena tonight in our opening contest. That's going to be a fun one as Roddy Strong just hit end of party on Drew McIntyre and now knocks Seth Rollins on the apron. Can Roderick Strong be the first man to pin the shoulders on the mat of Drew McIntyre? It's going to a kick out. If there's anyone I'd last expect to pin the shoulders to the mat to be the first man to do so of Drew McIntyre, it would be Roderick Strong. No disrespect to Roddy, but he has only won one match this series. A matchup against Tyler Bate. Never beat anyone else. If he pinned McIntyre, that would be some incredible feat from Roddy Strong as he takes the fight to Drew. Arm wringer, big shots now. McIntyre fights back against Roddy Strong, however. Big forearm strikes, big kick. caught by Roddy Strong. Big shot caught by Roddy. And here comes Strong. Bang! Face first goes McIntyre. Somehow gets to his feet. Out of the cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Rollins makes the save at 1. But as well as the IC title match up next week with Gable and Bryan going down, we're also going to be seeing a Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup for our number 1 contendership shot at either the WWE or World title for WrestleMania, depending on which brand gets the Rumble win. McIntyre there with an air raid crash on Roddy Strong. Kick out though by Roddy as Seth freaking Rollins now tagged back in. It's Roddy against the ropes, big elbow by Roderick Strong, however, and Zagari caught him in the knee. Didn't get all of it as Rollins fights back, big overhand shot, no, caught there by Seth Rollins, a bicycle boot by Roderick Strong now connecting on Seth. Also going down next week, we find out the number 1 contender in a 6-woman gauntlet match to see who will face Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship at No Way Out Premium Live event, as well as the Elimination Chamber qualifying match for the men's side. And we're also going to be seeing whoever walks out a WWE Champion after the Royal Rumble, whether it's Rollins or it's McIntyre. We'll see whoever the WWE Champion is. Next week on SmackDown, they'll be in action. Whether it's Seth, whether it's Drew, the winner of the Rumble match will be in action next week. And the winner of the WWE title match of the Rumble, not the Rumble match itself, but right now it's Seth freaking Rollins, top rope with Roddy, superplex, rolls through now, Strong in trouble, Falcon, arrow by Rollins. Cover. This may be it for Roddy. He's put in a hell of a shift tonight, but it could be all over. A kick out. Kick out by Strong. Somehow, some way, Roderick Strong able to stay alive with a massive knee. Massive knee to the face of Seth. Cover. Drew makes the save. Technically, McIntyre doesn't even need to save him because Rollins could be pinned tonight. Doesn't affect McIntyre. It's not a big tag title match or anything. Not a title match at all. Nonetheless, Adam Cole now legal against the man he beat back into the champions in March from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Rollins now looking to put him away and get the win back. Curb stomp! Down goes Cole. Cover Roddy Strong back in, making a save before Charles Robinson can even get his hand on the mat to start the count. Rollins pissed off, knocking Roddy off the apron now. Now it's Seth freaking Rollins picking up Cole to vertical base. Adam Cole back to fighting against Seth freaking Rollins. Kick to the knee. Oh God, Adam Cole to put Rollins away ahead of the Rumble. Last shot to Seth. That could be all over. McIntyre not coming in this time. And there's a kick out by Rollins. Seth just kicked at the last shot. Adam Cole doesn't know where the hell to do now. What a win for Cole and Roddy it would be tonight, heading into the Rumble, knowing that they would have already beat the WWE Champ and the number 1 contender and King of the Ring winner heading into the Rumble. McIntyre, now the legal man in the corner. Cole set up, looking to put him away, counting down. Adam Cole could be out right now. Claymore connecting. Down goes Roddy Strong. McIntyre, oh, he's tagging in Seth. He wants Seth Rollins to prove he is ready for the WWE Championship. Rollins now lining up Cole to get his win back against Cole from Night of Champions. Somehow, surprisingly, McIntyre giving him the satisfaction. Stop connecting on Cole, scoring 2. And Seth Rollins and McIntyre victorious here live on SmackDown. Rumble opponents this weekend, but tonight they are tag team partners. They get the win, they work together, they make a hell of a team, but this weekend they certainly won't be a team. They'll be opponents fighting over WWE Championship that McIntyre currently holds and has held for the majority of the season as he is the undefeated warrior of the blue brand. What a matchup, what a win here tonight for McIntyre and Seth, and what a show it's been all round. Thank you very much for joining us, folks. That's all we have time for here live on SmackDown. Join us tomorrow for another exciting installment of WWE Dark. You don't want to miss it, and we'll see you then. Peace!